What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nikolai Espresso, and welcome back to another Infinite Warfare video here today on the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about something that some people may be very interested in, some people may not be as much, but today, we're going to be talking about the campaign of Infinite Warfare, and something that very much so interests me, and I'm really hopeful that it actually does make it in the way that I think it might, or rather the way that we're going to be discussing about it today. Today, what we're going to be mainly focusing on is side missions within the Infinite Warfare campaign. So the first thing to note here really with this is the fact that from the gameplay that we were shown at E3, there's a lot of stuff to take into consideration. A lot of things all at once, just flooding your senses, your Call of Duty senses if you want to call it that. But nonetheless, there's a lot of stuff here, and other than the main objective, there's not really a point in which you actually get shown a follow icon in that. So for those that don't know, the follow icon has been in every single Call of Duty. It's been a linear storyline basically on rails, which is another thing that I want to note is also really cool. The space battle within the campaign footage that we saw at E3, that was actually all free and open world. There was no rails or tracks on it that it followed you automatically. That's actually a huge thing for Call of Duty, and we saw it a little bit in Black Ops 3, but it's on a much grander scale in Infinite Warfare. Now, getting back on topic here, the follow icon's been in every Call of Duty since the very beginning, if I'm not mistaken. It's been there. A lot of times recently, developers have wanted to break away from that a little bit and make it a little bit more open world. And if you guys watch my series, The 5 Things That Changed, that actually is a huge thing in Black Ops 3's campaign, that it was supposed to be open world. It was supposed to be something that was not on rails. It wasn't supposed to be linear, but last second it got changed up a little bit and we have the product that we do today. But with Infinite Warfare, it seems very promising that we can see a non-linear campaign, because firstly, we already have stuff where you can pick and choose what missions you want out of what you see on the bridge before you actually enter into the mission. Now, the cool thing with that is that already sets up the non-linear part. Now, not having the follow icon, that's the second piece, and also in an article by Games Radar, there's mention of a side quest, or rather multiple side quests within the campaign. So it looks like the main objective is something that's there. It's going to be something that you definitely have to do to complete the storyline of Infinite Warfare, but there's going to be a lot of other smaller things perhaps that are very intriguing, something cool that plays into maybe the ending of it, different various endings. I don't know how it's going to work out, but there's going to be more stuff to do rather than just the main storyline. Now, in that article by Games Radar, there's actually a very interesting thought. They mentioned the fact that you can pretty much freely roam all around the bridge and elsewhere in some portions of this ship, but to what extent it's still unclear because we don't have much to go off of. All we've seen is E3 gameplay and some press releases for what kind of stuff you can experience in the ship itself. So if that's the case and they want to go full out, well, what if you could actually go around completely to various barracks, different mess halls, the gymnasium, stuff like that, and actually interact with almost every single character? I think that might be a little bit too far for where Call of Duty has gone with campaigns and where they're willing to go, but it's also very interesting to note if we actually go into that open world, free roam type of campaign, why not just go big and go all out? I think that'd be absolutely awesome. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it'd be very interesting to see how that works out. But the big part that I am very excited for is the immersive experience of this campaign now, not just going from A to B, rather you can go from A to C to B, or A to D to C to B, wherever you really choose to go. You can take different side tracks, different side quests,